Will Smith put on a seduction masterclass. The last move he pulled made her crave him. Let's expose the psychological weapon he uses to make her lose control of herself.
She's some kind of newspaper columnist. Comes in there once in a while. Great tipper. What's her drink? Usually beer.
Pay close attention to how he's about to open her, because it's going to be the first intensely powerful strategy out of the 3 he implements.
Tonight, Grey Goose Martini, dirty.
Hi. I noticed your glass was getting a little low, so I took the liberty of bringing you another apple martini.
Her reaction is about to destroy this other guy. But quick note, notice how he has the bartender tell him what she's drinking. The reason this is intensely powerful is because it's gonna drop her guard from the start. When you approach a girl, the number one thing she's worried about is stranger danger. What if this is unsafe? Even if you're handsome, even if you're good looking, those are the thoughts jumping through her head. So if you don't alleviate and get rid of those thoughts as fast as possible, you will fail the interaction and she won't go out with you. By getting her the drink she's already drinking, he subconsciously hacks her brain to feel familiar, to feel like he already knows her. And that familiarity, by guessing her drink, the bartender just told him, she doesn't know that, causes comfort in the girl and makes her brain shortcut to compatibility.
Thank you.
And I couldn't help but notice you look a lot like my next girlfriend.
What's your name?
They call me Chip.
You can't get him to...
This is gonna get worse, but major mistake here. When a girl doesn't know you, she does not desire a major commitment. Once you place the thought of a big commitment in her brain, you cause discomfort and fear. And for her to get rid of that discomfort, she gets rid of you because you're the source of that discomfort. So never start with, you look like my next girlfriend. It's gonna push the girl away. And number 2, when you go in with a compliment, you frame yourself as a fan. The better looking the girl is, the less compliments you want to use. Because every guy compliments them, so you want to be the one that stands out. Who would Justin Bieber respect more? Person A: Justin, let me take a picture, please. Or person B: acts like they have no clue who Justin is and says, yo, what's up, man? You mind helping me carry this into my car real quick? The answer is obvious. Treat them like a normal human.
Stop.
That was funny.
Listen, Chip, I understand the courage it takes to walk across a room and try to generate a relationship out of thin air, so don't take the following personally.
You have fantastic eyes.
Awful. When a girl pulls away and puts space between you two, like she's doing right now, most guys keep on pushing and chasing to win her over. But the problem is, what you chase after runs. So instead, to reel the girl back in and give yourself an opportunity to reattract her, she pulls away, you pull away too. Chip, don't take this the wrong way. And then Chip interrupts and says, now you know what, you're right. I don't think we're compatible either. And rejection breeds obsession. And it's playful and it's fun. And her brain starts thinking, wait, I was about to reject him, but he rejected me? Why? Chip, why don't you think we're compatible? And now he's back in the interaction.
Thanks. Try to listen. But this is no reflection on you. I'm just not interested. But thank you for the compliment of coming over.
You're welcome. So do you like Cuban food?
Super minor, but this makes a huge difference. Notice how Chip is leaning in and she's leaning back. Subconsciously, that gives her all the power and frames her as the prize and him as the chaser. And girls do not date guys that chase.
Chip, seriously, that was not code for I wish you'd try harder.
Are you always so shut down and afraid that the right man might make you
Feel like a natural woman? Sorry I'm late, honey. I couldn't get a cab. How was the meeting?
It's about to get good, but real quick, Chip made another grave attraction error. He starts insulting the girl. Are you always so afraid? So on, so on, so on. Just like sales, the moment you start insulting the client or the potential buyer, you spark their guard because they take it personal and naturally it gets them defensive. And when someone's defensive, they can't fall in love with you and they won't buy from you. The best salesman never disagrees and simply asks the right questions to guide the person to the conclusion they want them to choose.
Oh, well, there was a beginning, a middle, and an end. Nice to meet you, Chip.
You too.
Now, on the one hand, it is very difficult for a man to even speak to someone that looks like you. But on the other hand, should that be your problem?
So life's kind of hard all around.
Well, not if you pay attention. I mean, you're sending all the right signals. No earrings, heels under 2 inches, your hair is pulled back, you're wearing reading glasses with no book, drinking a Grey Goose martini, which means you had a hell of a week and a beer just wouldn't do it. And if that wasn't clear enough, there's always the off that you have stamped on your forehead.
Pay close attention to what Will Smith's gonna do next, because it's gonna make this hard to get girl not able to control herself in front of him. But what he does here is also extremely powerful. He goes in and describes the situation exactly how it went down. He says the quiet part out loud, subconscious signaling to the girl that he understands human behavior very well. He understands female nature very well. And the fact he's so good at reading women means he must have had experience with women, and other girls must like him, because if he was never around girls, he would not know that they act this way, why they act this way. Simply put, breaking down the situation in front of her makes her crave him, because she subconsciously understands that he must have lots of experience to be so knowledgeable about what just occurred.
Because who's gonna believe that there's a man out there that could sit down beside a woman he doesn't know and genuinely be interested in who she is, what she does, without his own agenda?
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what that would look like. So what would a guy like that say?
Well, he'd say, my name is Alex Hitchens and I'm a consultant. But she wouldn't be interested in that because she'd probably be just counting the seconds until he left.
Thinking he was like every other guy.
Which life experience has taught her is a virtual certainty. But then he'd ask her name and what she did for a living, and she might blow him off. Or she might say,
Watch what's about to happen. This is so good. When he says the negative outcome he does not want in a playful way and predicts it, she might blow him off. He takes away all her power. Because now, since he's signaled he knows what's coming next, she doesn't want to fall into his frame because she's a strong girl. And her rejecting him would be her falling into his frame. So what does her brain do? She treats him in a way where she likes him because it's the opposite of what he said. And guess what? That's exactly what he wants, which is why this is so powerful.
I'm Sarah Milas. I run the gossip column at The Standard. And then he'd ask all these penetrating questions about it because he was sincerely, if atypically, interested.
no.
No.
He'd be in.
What he's gonna do right here at the end is just gonna destroy her and confuse her. But right here, she tries to get control back because she realizes she's starting to like him and starting to act how he wants her to act. And she does so by role-playing and predicting the future herself. But when she predicts it, she expects to throw him off and for him to be startled. But instead, he sits there and says, no way. Which breaks her pattern. It breaks her mental expectations, which keeps her hooked in the conversation for a little longer. Because now she's curious, wait, why is he here if he's not genuinely interested? And her brain can't resist but to stay in the conversation and find out more.
He'd be interested. But he'd see that there was no way he could possibly make her realize that he was for real.
He could be funny and charming and refreshingly original.
He pulls the same trick again. She's obviously gonna disagree with everything he says because that's her natural personality. She's a hard to get girl. So he thinks, no problem. Let's have her disagree with everything I say. And he uses this to his advantage by saying things which her disagreeing with them would put him in a positive position. There's no chance she'd be able to see that I'm genuinely interested. Her tendency to disagree kicks in. No, I could potentially be interested. Exactly what he wants. Her to potentially be interested.
Wouldn't help.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Not really. They'd both probably go on to lead the lives they were headed toward. And my guess is they'd do just fine. It's a pleasure to have met you, Sarah Milas.
Right here. Pay close attention to what I'm about to say. This is a series of breaking her expectations. Most guys in this situation would have gone for the number. They would have continued talking with her. But Will Smith does the complete opposite. Right when she's hooked, he walks away, which makes her think, what the hell? I thought he liked me. Why doesn't he like me? And now that mystery of not knowing his emotions and where she stands with him gets her more invested in the situation. So when he walks by 5 minutes later, he can get her number no problem. Versus if he tried right now, since she wants to disagree, since she wants to reject guys, she would have rejected him. But when he comes back in just a moment, she already felt the loss of not being able to be with him. So when he gives her that second chance by coming back a little later, her brain's gonna instantly jump on it because she doesn't want to lose it how she lost it 5 minutes ago. It's extremely powerful. Obviously, don't use this to manipulate girls. Use this ethically by being genuinely willing to walk away when a girl's not that interested. And also understand that you don't need to rush the process. Dennis in The Gentleman's Society, for example, hadn't been on a date in 6 months, and using the girlfriend formula, he implemented the 6 psychological psychological concepts that make it pretty much impossible to fail in dating, and found a girlfriend in just 2 weeks. That being said, you can either use the strategies to manipulate or to ethically attract. I can't control you, so if you're gonna abuse them, I ask you, please don't join Gentlemen's Society. I will kick you out. I just kicked out 2 people. If you're not gonna abuse them, I'll link it to the top description and I'll pin a comment. Stay blessed, bro.